But don't forget the gangster part. The bitch still a gangster now. You hear me? Regardless about whatever definition you want to describe a gangster as, whether it be a mob boss, a shot caller, whatever. The bitch get it done and he'll get it done. That's evidence that he'll get it done. And the bitch are fed. You get what I'm saying? So he not, and when you see niggas conducting themselves like that and carrying about like that because they not worried about doing no time. It's a federal agent. He know he been an agent. He know that. That man working, man. That man not worried about going to jail. That man just got a hand shit over. He got a handler, man. That man, if anybody who can't see that Puffy is a fucking agent, the man been dodging jail. And he's a scary nigga that can't take jail. He shows you that by sacrificing niggas up on him. That's like a nigga say, no, I can't go. He got it give him claustrophobic. So imagine what he'll do to stay the fuck up out of there. Yeah, he gonna sit in the DA office. Plus he trying to prove to these people that he's a civilized, he's a productive understand.
So Usher has long been one of Diddy's closest associates. But did you know that he and Justin Bieber may have been too close to the rap mogul turned soon-to-be criminal? People take the Howard Stern interview as one big example of how Diddy was engaging in inappropriate activities with underage children around.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
Gene Deal actually believes Diddy had Usher around for incredibly sinister reasons.
Looking at this lawsuit, right, Lil Rod, he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he had sex with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you could tell who it is because they described him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business. Right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have that situation, led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
And what you mean by Diddy count?
Remember? He was on one of the talk shows. The white guy with the curly hair. What's his name? The white guy with the curly hair. And he said, yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp? And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Damn, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
However, all this manipulation is going to come back and haunt Diddy, it seems, because a lot of people can lay claim to being his victims because of his fetishes.
Also in this lawsuit, this girl that was 17 at the time, she say that, you know, I guess her and Diddy was having relations and he couldn't get off. So he was complaining to her one time that, you know, he couldn't get off, and for him to get off, she had to pinch his nipples real hard for him to get off. I mean, yeah, man, this lawsuit is wild, man.
She should have had on white polish, fingernail polish. No, man, we shouldn't be laughing about that, man, you know, because she is a victim. You know what I'm saying? She is a victim, man. And if this is her victim story, we got to be more, I think, more compassionate. She was 17 years old at the time. She was fascinated by that whole thing, getting on a G4, G5 jet. You understand? And what was her parents, man? What was her daddy, her mama? They didn't miss their child? She didn't come home that night? I don't know, man. I can't fathom the whole idea, man. But it's crazy.
When you hear about this stuff, right, like the 17-year-old girl saying that, you know, Diddy, he couldn't get off unless she pinched his nipple.
I knew about the butt plug fetishes because I saw that with my own eyes. I knew about him and Kim being swingers with other people, whether it was another male or another woman or a male and a woman together. I saw that with my own eyes. You got to realize is that after 2005, I didn't see anything that Puff was doing or what he didn't do. Puff had got addicted to opioid, and being addicted to those things bring other drugs on. I seen Puff smoke a cigarette. I never saw him smoke a cigarette. He was on the beach smoking a cigarette on YouTube. Then I seen him, you know, smoking weed and drinking. I was like, that ain't the Puff I know. Drinking like he was and doing all like that. And so that ain't the Puff that I knew. You understand what I'm saying? You got to realize he had a certain respect around me because I was his OG from the same game. You understand? And he knew I was law enforcement. He knew I didn't play certain things. So he ain't gonna do what he do around other people in front of me because he knew I'm gonna check him on that. But what you trying to do? So to say that what he's being known for with Cassie, I can only equate to some of the things that I seen him and Kim go through. You understand what I'm saying? So people get mad, you know, but it is what it is. I can only equate his actions like that.
Right, I remember some years ago, Cameron, he did an interview and he told a story about how he went to Diddy house with mates.
Yeah.
And he found the dildo in the sink.
I think that shit was crazy. I think that shit was out of, and then Mace said that was Puffs. I think he said Mace said that was Puffs, but Mace was in the bathroom with it. I don't know what that was all about, man, but that shit was real weird to me. That shit was crazy.
Crazy, man. But before we get off of that, right, I remember you told me a while ago that, you know, Mace, he used to live with Diddy and he know a lot of stuff about Diddy that a lot of people don't know.
Man, it's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bruh? Can you really imagine?
What you mean by Usher, though?
Usher used to stay with Diddy, too.
And now, even Freddie P., a former Bad Boy Records artist, is coming out with some shocking truths about who Diddy really is.
A lot of them niggas, man, all these rap niggas, they fruity to me, man. And I don't want to, you just look at it, bro. The whole list of them, all them brothers, all these moms, niggas, fruity, man. All them niggas was fruity the whole time. They knew it. When I hear certain rumors about certain niggas, I'm like, yeah, you can see it. For sure.
So when you hear the gay rumors about Diddy, you're not surprised?
I always tell people this. I've been telling people this. Don't forget the gangster. He got a lot of licious in him now. He gangster-licious. But don't forget the gangster part. The bitch still a gangster now. You hear me? But don't forget the gangster part. The bitch still a gangster now. You hear me? Regardless about whatever definition you want to describe a gangster, whether it be a mob boss, a shot caller, whatever. The bitch get it done and he'll get it done. That's evidence that he'll get it done. And the bitch is fed. You get what I'm saying? So he not, when you see niggas conducting themselves like that and carrying about like that because they not worried about doing no time. It's a federal agent. He know he been an agent. He know that. That man working, man. That man not worried about going to jail. That man just got a hand shit over. He got a handler, man. That man, if anybody who can't see that Puffy is a fucking agent, the man been dodging jail. And he's a scary nigga that can't take jail. He showed you that by sacrificing niggas up on him. That's like a nigga say, no, I can't go. He got it give him claustrophobic. So imagine what he'll do to stay the fuck up out of there. Yeah, he gonna sit in the DA office. Plus he trying to prove to these people that he's a civilized, he's a productive understand. And the bitch is fed. You get what I'm saying? So he not, and when you see niggas conducting themselves like that and carrying about like that because they not worried about doing no time. It's a federal agent. He know he been an agent. He know that. That man working, man. That man not worried about going to jail. That man just got a hand shit over. He got a handler, man. That man, if anybody who can't see that Puffy is a fucking agent, the man been dodging jail. And he's a scary nigga that can't take jail. He showed you that by sacrificing niggas up on him. That's like a nigga say, no, I can't go. He got it give him claustrophobic. So imagine what he'll do to stay the fuck up out of there. Yeah, he gonna sit in the DA office. Plus he trying to prove to these people that he's a civilized, he's a productive understand. What he went through at that time. You know, he had a different perception when shooting guns in the club, and he almost lost a lot. Nobody want to fuck with him. Nobody want to touch him. I look at Mace, everybody, it don't matter who it is, he ain't make more money with them than he made with the band brand. And Mace, I love Mace to death. That's a cool nigga. That nigga called me when I was fucked up. That nigga gave me a call that inspired me, bro, when I was really down. Mace the only nigga called me. Diddy feel like he's above the world, but God just reminded him who really runs shit. See, the devil, what Diddy was thinking all these years was, oh, man, I'm this and that. That's what the devil do. He parades you around. You don't know he there until he actually deserts you. See, the whole time you thinking you got the power. You thinking you did this. What? I can't be stopped. Watch all the videos. You thinking you the whole time. It's your God. He parading you around. Because when I get ready to drop you, I'm finna parade you in front of the same crowd that I'm finna make you look bad for. You look good for 40 years. I hope you enjoyed those good days. However, the 20 years, whatever it been. I paraded you around for 20 years just to drop you from 25 feet. That's basically what the devil did to him. He left him deserted. He used him and abused him. Built this track record, built the nasty shit, made him feel untouchable. I got you, you good. Nobody could bother you. His power kept growing, ego kept growing, kept building luggage. And guess what the devil do? I'm through with you. There's nothing you can do for me. No. He's an evil motherfucker, but he only do it because he got the money. And I tell people, if Puffy had to live like me, he'd be dead by now. You get what I'm saying? If Puffy came from my environment, off my block, and things wasn't handed to him, he'll be dead by now. That's how I look at him. You's a cold pussy, you know that, right? You could, if me and the roles were reversed, I'd be a god, and you'd be fucking dead by now. So that's why I feel like I'm 100% more man than you, because I survived in worse conditions than you. I didn't have anything handed to me. You can't even fucking do fucking 3 months in jail, bro. You'll lose your fucking mind, bro. He can't survive in no fucking jail, bro. Niggas niggas talk about he'll be a boss, he'll be this. They gonna isolate that nigga. Ain't no boss. He gonna be cutting a check like he doing now. Cutting a check for safety. The moment he feel like he the man and he can't, niggas is gonna go right up in him, 3 fingers at.
And when it comes to Diddy's links to Usher and Justin Bieber, Reggie Wright certainly has a lot to say.
I believe that they see these sparse potentials in them, and and a parent would do anything to blow their kids up. Aaliyah mother settled for publishing rights for allowing R. Kelly to do what he did to Aaliyah. Janet Jackson family did it with the guy from can't think of his name right now, but I think it was the group called Shalamore or something like that. Did it with their family. She got her sister raising a kid thinking that she's the mama. Yeah, I'll get too deep for y'all. But those situations has been happening or if it does happen to my kid, at least we'll be rich. And that's what happens sometimes with the guys, and you don't know. But there's some good situations out there that has happened as well with kids, in my mind. You know, the Bow Wow situation. Bow Wow was never a victim around Death Row. Snoop or Suge or none of them ever messed with with Bow Wow while he was a kid growing up trying to be in the business. We haven't heard any situations like that with Brandy, to my knowledge. She was a young kid, but they're even though Brandy mama was always, in her life and all of that. But my point is, people allow them to be around people for that opportunity to blow up. Look at the girl, which is funny. Even though we can't believe a word she says. Your favorite girl, that chick that you think is so fine that was with Aaron Hall, what's her name? Gloria something?
Oh, Gloria Velez?
Yeah, she calling out your boy Gene. She been calling him out, talking about he lying. But so there's situations like that happened a lot back in the 90s and even until today in my situation. I mean, in my opinion. But I couldn't do it. I would have to be around my child every day, but people has done it, and it's all behind that dollar bill, y'all. That dollar bill, that green, and some people sell their soul for that.
Speaking of Justin, what happened to him may be even more shocking than what happened to Usher. There was the time when he was made to drink alcohol when underage by Diddy.
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass, nigga.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but, like, everybody was...
And the old clips that are brought up again and again.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down like you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
Not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you know, when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go.
Check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
There's even one that shows how once Diddy set the precedent, the entire industry started having its way with Justin.
Listen closely.
We want to hear. Oh, really? Oh, my parents never gave me the sex talk.
Okay.
So why don't you give me the sex talk?
I feel uncomfortable right now.
Oh.
Why do you want to know the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird. Let's talk about the album.
Okay, what's going on with your new album?
Things on blast, you know.
You want to say it again? You have beautiful lips.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
You got great lips.
Thank you, bro.
Wait, just wear condoms. Yeah, serious.
Harry, who apparently wanted to know what a Bieber butt felt like.
The Year Award at the American Music Awards and managed to shock the teenage pop superstar. She presented with Luke Bryan and before Bieber with kisses on the neck and a butt grab. Backstage, McCarthy joked about what Bieber jokingly called violating.
I did grab his butt. I'm single, but I think that's cougar rape. I did grab his butt. I'm single, but I think that's cougar rape.
So was the butt grab spontaneous?
Well, it better be, because that's just weird if it isn't. Yeah, you know, I gave him a kiss and there was a lot of lipstick, and then my partner Luke decided to wipe it off, and I was like, no, so I did that for a reason. So you remember me. So then I couldn't help it. He was just so delicious. So little. Just, I want to tear his head off and eat it.
Wow. I feel violated right now. Wow.
Unfortunately for Diddy, everything that he has done to Justin will inevitably be used against him in court.
Now, do you think he has a mole or an informant in his camp that's cooperating?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Listen, bro. Just doing law enforcement myself, just take for instance. I think the individual was a Syracuse former basketball player named Jason Barnes or Beard or something like that. He already had drug charges against him. The day Diddy house get raided, they catch him getting on a plane and they put him into custody. Didn't that sound a little weird? People didn't catch that. They either put him in custody for to make a witness out of him, or to safeguard him and protect him for anything that could happen to him, because they had already stated, allegedly, that he was some kind of mule for the people over there at Diddy's house. So now, with that information, that he was already known by the government for drug charges, wouldn't that be an individual that you use? I'm gonna give you something different. And I'm gonna give you something else that people don't even think. On the other day, I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up. And he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness, right?
Yep.
What he had just done that is against the law.
Nothing that we've seen.
Tampering with a federal witness. If they have already talked to Justin Bieber prior to him doing that, he goes and look like he's searching him. It appears that he's asking Justin Bieber, yo, you got a wire or something like that? Like, you're tampering with a federal witness. That's a charge right there that can land him in jail. Reckless. That was real reckless.
Man, it's gonna be kind of crazy to see everything unfold, man.
Diddy, in general, is someone who doesn't treat the people closest to him well. Take it from someone who was his closest confidant for years.
What would make you sleep at night when it comes to Puffy? Like, what kind of justice do you want to see when it comes to Puffy?
Well, man, what makes you think I don't sleep at night? What makes you think I give a F? Nah, bruh. Nah, I can't let you get off with that one, bruh. Check this out, man. And this for you, the YouTubers, and everybody out there. You understand? When Diddy always got paid on time. They didn't play with my money. You understand? The only thing that bothers me, and it's still gonna bother me to my death, is that one, I tried to save these kids' lives out, that kid life out there. Big told me his whole life story in that one day. Do you understand me? All his dreams, all his hopes. I don't know why this kid did that shit, but this kid told me his life story, bro. I tried to stop these people from going to the party. It was his decision. You understand? That cost that kid his life. Even when I tried to ride on the side of the fucking truck, he gonna tell me, yo, Gene, if you don't get in this car, you ain't gonna never work again for Bad Boy. I should have said, F Bad Boy, and did what I knew to do. You understand? That kid lost his life. It wasn't my watch, but I was there. He had his own bodyguards, but I still was there. I knew something was gonna go down. I was willing to ride on the side of the damn car so I could save this kid's life. I don't care, bro. But I will not let this name go down as if he was this greatest thing that ever happened to hip hop. When the dudes that loved him the most and showed them love by protecting him, giving him that Bad Boy logo, and being, yo, bro, the same game. When that nigga caught that situation in the city college, couldn't pay his rent, couldn't pay his car note. D was getting money up from me to get to this nigga. What do you ever do for the same game? But shout out, that's my crew, same game. If I gotta take all the bullshit now, and people gotta say all this, yo, Gene Deal don't get a like. What was you doing? What was you doing, bruh? What was you doing before YouTube? I taught high school. I was a high school substitute teacher. I was an investigator for child abuse. I worked for the Department of Juvenile Justice. I was a parole officer for 27 years. I worked for Elite Investigation for 10 years. I worked for Sue's Rendezvous for 10 years. What was my doing before YouTube? Get a life? Always had a life. Always had a good life because I got up. I was willing to shovel shit for a living. We need to have a conversation about this whole shit, bro. All I wanted was this to apologize. And he never did. They made billions off him, gave him $1 million. Now, his dollar ain't gonna make a cent.
Rap mogul P. Diddy has been compared to another discredited artist who is currently serving a 31-year prison sentence in Chicago. R. Kelly is regarded as one of the hip-hop industry's most dangerous sex offenders and traffickers. The accounts of his crimes will send chills down anyone's spine, and the women who came forward to sue him are hailed heroes. Today, P. Diddy faces identical sex trafficking charges, but the crimes he is accused of look to be far worse: sex trafficking, fitness influencers, and allegations of pedophilia. P. Diddy's case will continue to unravel for many months until we get the truth. R. Kelly's prosecutor, Nadia Shihada, is well versed in cases like this and just came on News Nation to discuss the specifics of the case. She is the one who secured R. Kelly's 31-year jail sentence. According to Shihada, Diddy's legal team is now only shielded by any non-disclosure agreements that the rapper's alleged victims may have entered. In her experience, persons who have signed NDAs are often hesitant to communicate with authorities or investigators about anything relating to the case. She went on to say, obviously, taking an overt step and investigation of searching 2 homes means the investigation is well underway here. She went on to say, they've clearly have probable cause to believe a federal crime has been committed and that evidence of that crime or multiple crimes would be found in the 2 locations that they searched. So this is big news. And if I'm P. Diddy or his lawyers, I'd be very concerned at this point. An NDA that, when push comes to shove, is not going to trump a grand jury subpoena or a federal agent or prosecutor asking you questions, but I wouldn't say that they are, that they have no effect. NDAs can make people very reluctant and hesitant to speak to law enforcement. So, if it's someone that law enforcement is not already aware of, they may be wary to, themselves contact law enforcement to provide information. And so they can still deter people in that sense. Shots at Combs' character are not new. Mace, a former Bad Boy musician, criticized Combs' business methods in a 2019 Instagram post. He said that Combs' past business practices has knowingly starved your artist that helped you obtain that Icon Award on the iconic Bad Boy label. However, questions concerning his character have surfaced outside of the boardroom. In June, after their son Justin was jailed for DUI, his ex-girlfriend Misa Hilton cryptically made a flurry of Instagram story postings allegedly regarding Combs, one of which stated that everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. For me, the buck stops here. In 2019, Diddy's ex-girlfriend Gina Hune revealed to gossip writer Tasha K that Combs physically beat her, claiming that everyone around him knew what was going on. This knowledge of what went on behind the scenes has been confirmed by Mark Curry.
I want to get your opinion. You was around Puffy, you was on Bad Boy. Looking at this lawsuit, Cassie, she claims that her and Diddy had freak-off sessions where they would get a male prostitute.
You talking about the freak-off session where they used to do in the studio and all of that over different entertainers' houses and stuff? where they be having them parties where they won't invite you to, and they be like, we having a party tonight, but this ain't your kind of party. You be like, yeah, I ain't going. I don't want to go. Freak off parties, when you go in there to be, yo, let me tell you something. We used to go in the club. We go into the nightclub, right? And we go and get to the VIP. All of these girls come around the VIP and they just be standing there. And like, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to get back with you. We got to rewind this back. We used to go to when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there. So we already knew what the drill was. You just don't mess with them bottles, right? Then all of the girls is in the club after a while. They all running, opening up their mouth like little birds. He was running around just popping pills in their mouth. Pop, pill. And then that was the party. But all of the females that was in it, that's what, we ain't see nothing wrong with it until Bill Cosby got in trouble. He did one too many. Man, look. Let me tell you something, I don't mean to cut you, this funny. I used to, you know, we used to be on the road, you know, you'd be like, yo, let me go with my Puff room, see what they doing. And you knock on Puff door, he'd be sitting there damn near butt naked. You ever just had a grown ass man answer his hotel door butt naked and they'd be like, come on in? You'd be like, I'll come back. You ever close your eyes, you'd be like, I guess you're not presentable. And then walk away, because see what happens is if they be like, come on in, and then you come on in, they be like, this man just came into my room, I'm sitting there butt ass naked, I told him to come on in and he came on in. You be like, so what's going on for the day? Acting like you don't notice he there naked. You be like, bro, put some clothes on. What are you doing? I don't want to see you naked. Grown man stuff, yo, that's kind of disrespectful. So when you get, that's called the test off. How you make sure you breaking in. Look, call the artist up here to the room, tell him I want to have a meeting by my tub. He be in there by the tub and stuff, soaking and stuff, butt ass naked. You be like, how the hell am I supposed to have a meeting with a nigga butt naked in the tub? Nah, man, I'll come back, man. Let me know when you're presentable. That, and then freak off.
A network of enablers frequently empowers powerful males accused of sexual misbehavior to commit violent acts. Surviving R. Kelly documented all the hangers-on that R. Kelly hired to assist him recruit and shelter underage females while remaining silent about it. Hassan Campbell, who accused Africa Bambaataa of assaulting him as a child, claims that the Zulu nation was aware of the alleged abuse, but chose to ignore it. Cassie and Hune both mention people in Diddy's life who frequently ignored his actions, and now some of those folks are admitting to knowing about his actions. Cassie's lawsuit claimed that Roger Bonds, Combs' former security guard, allegedly intervened when Combs attacked her. Days after the suit was made public, Bonds confirmed the charges in a since-deleted Instagram post, adding that the allegation wasn't the only time he intervened in violence. There were different times and individuals. Bonds stated that he ceased working as Combs' security guard because he was sick of having to cover up everything Combs did. But then he closed his Instagram account just to reactivate it days later with a subscription button. He published a since-deleted statement in which he voiced his displeasure with Combs for not providing financial assistance to his son, who is imprisoned in Namibia. He also made a cryptic promise, saying, "Two faces coming soon." In a different Instagram post, he wrote, "Don't follow me to see what's next with Cassie and Diddy or make remarks about stuff and relationships you know nothing about." It is unclear why he erased his original video. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.